Pretty much.
Well, their shows use comedy, technology, and music, just like you just heard, and they never say a word.
They don't talk, but good news is that they don't need to. Joining us today, a few guys from the Blue Man Group, Daniel and Brian. Guys, first of all, how many are there of you in the Blue Man Group? Because it's not just...
How many Blue Men are running around?
There's like 20, 30?
Running, dancing, playing.
Yeah.
I would say about 60 to 65 active Blue Men. Yeah, because we've got 5 shows in the States. We've got one in Berlin, one on a tour that we're on right now.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's about 65.
Yeah, and we all work within the show. So I was just in Chicago over Christmas and New York, and now we're out on the tour together here as well.
That's awesome.
Are there different shows? I saw one probably about 3 years ago here, and do they... You were, it was great.
Thanks.
You were excellent. Do they come up with different things to do because they're thinking, okay, repeat audiences, or is it something that it's just one of those, it's working, keep it working?
It's a bit of both, really. Every city has a different feel to it. We tailor the show to every individual show we have. So in New York and Boston and Chicago, they've all got different feels to it. And on the touring production, we get a vibe for the city as we come in, and every different audience brings us something different as well.
And you're playing, what are those, just jars and PVC pipes?
PVC pipes, yeah.
Like, what's the most original thing that you guys play that makes sound?
I think that would be it. The PVCs are typically some people's favorite part of the show.
Yeah.
Blue Man likes to make art and make something happen out of everyday objects, explore these things that we deal with, we have involved with our everyday, and make something new out of it. And that's kind of our whole creed.
Now, you sell those instruments. That would be a moneymaker right there. Yeah.
Well, you
take home a set for the kids after the show.
They're very big and heavy, so you need a big car to get them home.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
I think that people think, okay, you guys don't talk, it's just going to be them hitting on PVC pipes. It's not that at all.
No.
The interaction with the audience, what you guys do with screens and the going back and forth with the audience and having volunteers, I think that that's not really ever shown in these videos. And tell me how do you communicate so well without talking?
Well, it's so hard to sum that kind of stuff up in a short clip or a video like this. So the only way really to understand what the show is about is to come along and see it.
Yeah.
But we want to take the audience, we want them to come in, no matter what kind of day they've had, come on this crazy journey with us, and then leave having been uplifted or having some kind of experience that they want to go and tell people about.
Yeah, you know, sometimes you don't need to speak either. The music that we play, the tribal, the kind of foot stomping, get you going thing. That's universal. It's a universal language, right? So you can have a moment with someone just by connecting with them and playing a tune for them, or getting up close and personal. And we maybe come out into the audience, perhaps and say hi.
Pretty much gave it away that you are.
Yeah, well,
yeah, nice one, Brian.
Well, you know.
Yeah, way to go,
There's
man.
more to come see. I didn't give it all.
You have some secrets, though, that I'm curious about, like the makeup. How long does it take to put on? How long does it take to take off? And can you do it with a beard? And because you have hair, you'd think that you're all bald, but that's not the case.
I take it's really a 3-second trip into the phone booth, and then I'm back out and
Oh, it's a
change
spray?
right. Yeah.
Yeah. No, the whole
It's like a spray tan, but different.
I wish it was that easy, but the whole process takes about 2 hours. We get into the theatre beforehand, we have a meeting, we run through parts of the show, we sound check, we talk about where we are that day, what city we're in, and how we're going to adjust the show to fit in the space. But the actual application of the makeup, I think, takes around 45 minutes.
Because you can give a high five to somebody during the show, and their hand's going to be blue.
Yeah.
Sometimes. Maybe don't wear the whitest thing you own.
Yes, if you're coming to the show.
Great advice.
How did you guys both get involved?
Well, I was an actor in London.
Still are.
I still am an actor, but just not in London these days.
Sure you know that.
That wasn't
You validated it for me.
Part-town cowboy.
So I grew up in London. I was working in the West End on the stage and in TV and film there, and I'd never really heard of Blue Man until I auditioned for it, because it isn't. Back then, it wasn't as widely known in the UK as it is in the States. And I auditioned for this and was blown away by how creative it was and what kind of experience I had just through the audition process. And I knew that I wanted to do it. And that was about 8.5 years ago now.
Do you have to be a musician to be in the Blue Man Group?
you can come from all backgrounds.
Okay.
I was actually a musician, and, more a musician than an actor.
And you have
ahead
some of
of
your
time.
own stuff too, as well, right?
Exactly. Yeah, I do some music on the side as well as Dan, and you don't have to be. One of our Blue Men on tour with us right now learned all of the drumming. He wasn't. You know, I guess he was a musician in other capacity, but he learned his
piano,
right. He's a great singer, but he learned every bit of the drumming, and he's one of the best guys we have up there. It's just about applying yourself to the unique skill set that this character has. You have to learn a lot of crazy stuff for this character, and you'll see if you come see the show. I mean, it is an insane character to learn, very different skill set.
Yeah.
Right. Well, you connect just great with the audience. I absolutely loved it. We had a great time. Very good.
Great,
so you guys
thanks.
have 3 performances that are coming up at the Marcus Center for the Performing Arts tonight at 8 o'clock. Then you've got a choice Saturday, 2 o'clock and 8 o'clock. Sunday, 1 at 6:30. And if you'd like more information, of course, you can find it all on FOX6NOW.com.
Daniel, Brian, thanks for taking the time today.
Thank you, guys.
Appreciate it, and everything you guys do to entertain families all across the world.
Thank you. You
Yes.
guys as well. Yeah, it's going to be a blast.
Yeah.
Very fun. We'll be right back.